Okay, TP is what's the T with me so far? Listen, my name is T Peters. I'm a music artist from Southeast London and I make chill, catchy, and conscious music. And today, this is like my special space to basically talk about what I am up to in the life of an independent music artist that has cut out distractions simply to focus on finding purpose in my life. And I believed at one point that that purpose was going to be helped found through music. And that's why I'm here 6 years later, releasing music consistently. I've peaked at 100,000 monthly listeners early this year. And I've had a journey of, traveling, performing. I formed a live band. I've done quite a few things that actually a lot of independent artists dream about. And a lot of these things I actually have done by myself or with a small team of people that 90% of them I've never even met in real life. Most of them are even out of this country, in Germany, Sao Paulo, where else? America, LA, you know? So I think my story is quite different. And because of that, I have this podcast where I'm basically documenting my experiences so far in music and letting you know what it's like, because there has to be someone to tell you, right? And I don't want to wait till I'm super famous. I've got like a yacht and a house. I don't know what I'm going to have when I'm, in that space. I don't know what I'm going to have in it. But I don't want to have to be that guy that's like an old guy doing the interviews for the youth. I'd rather be youthful and document my experience, have this time of reflection where I can actually check in with myself and see what's going on. And you guys, as fans, I would like you to be on that journey with me as I kind of figure out this music life and how I can even get to the point of, making a living through this thing. And where we are right now in the journey, I'm already kind of on that path of having a music career. Actually, I am not only a musician, but I also run a music charity project called Wired for Music right now, and I'm the program producer. So my job literally is a managerial role in which I look after a music project, like a charity project that is helping over 1,200 young people all across London and the UK at developing in music and growing in their confidence in that form of art. And so to be in this position is really blessed because it means I can indeed say to people, I have a music career, I make money in music, you can come to my office and have a meeting with me, and I think that's really cool. It's a big blessing to have that, and I'm quite proud actually. That's where I'm at right now. I'm doing that a few days a week, and then the other 2 days, so 3 days a week basically, and then the other 2 days, I like to be honest. Probably the other what's the rest of the days, man's just doing my music, artist career. I don't know how many times I have a full break, but I'm basically always active in terms of my music artist life. But at least I've got them 3 days doing another part of the career as well. So, you know, having that type of job, I'm now, I think, 4 years into having that in my lifestyle. And it's been in development. I wasn't always in this role. I actually started off as an intern. So I was doing like half a day every single week for a point, and then I would just keep climbing. Every year I'll get a new promotion, and now I'm like doing pretty well. I think I'm pretty happy, but there's more to do. So like with that in mind, my main thing right now is like managing this lifestyle and kind of identifying for myself what is going, what is music looking like for me after that. What's next? You know what I'm saying? How am I going to make more money so that I can even survive in the cost of living crisis of London? How am I going to manage these set allocated time slots that I've got to do that job? How am I going to allocate that time and actually still be able to do live shows? How am I going to be able to, have songwriting sessions with people and meet people on in that capacity as a music artist as well? It's all about management and kind of figuring out my life. And I think I'm doing okay at it right now, to be honest, which goes on to my first topic, which is what are the biggest challenges creatives are facing right now? And actually, I'm going to have a special guest come on the show today. Her name is Rosie. and she's running a little late. I think she's probably like 5 minutes away from now. But what we're gonna do with her, she's a TP is listener, I hope. She came to one of my shows last year at the Royal Albert Hall. After seeing one of my TikToks, I gifted her with a bunch of cinnamon bun stickers because I had just released a song called Cinnamon Buns and almond croissant and a couple other things as well. I gave her a whole bunch of stickers. She loves art. She loves illustration. And so I invited her to the studio today because she informed me that actually she is struggling a little bit with her creative life as well, just as many other young people are. And so I thought I'd bring her to the studio, have a conversation with her, both on cam and off cam, and give her that one-to-one chat. Oh, right. It's actually right.
Thanks so much, guys. Safe journey back.
You look like a legend from the DJs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, from the men's section.
What's your name?
Rosie.
Wait.
Yeah,
You're from the TikTok. No. Hold on. She's from TikTok. Yo. I'm gassing.
Came for the sticker.
Oh my days. You know I got it.
I got the sticker. I was like, I kind of want the sticker.
You know what? I can't lie. Two guys. Listen. Boom.
Thanks, man.
Now keep your hands up. Boom. You're taking this one. I'll normally charge for this. This one's from when I went to Germany. It's not mine, but the design's from the singer I made the song with, and she gave me bare stickers. Then they're gonna take this one as well. Do you play games? Do your brothers?
Yes.
Do you like Nintendo Switch? Do you think they would?
Probably.
I'm gonna give it to them. If they're gamers, they'll know. Boom. Take them. You have to have these.
Oh my gosh, I must be so happy. Serotonin levels.
I saw your thing.
Serotonin levels are so high right now.
So cool.
I want to stick it on my life.
Man's an OG podcast viewer, fam. I've been listening to pods since like 2017. My guest is here now, I think. And I've been listening to podcasts since like 2017. I'm a big fan. And actually, it's quite important to me that people know why I'm doing it. I'm doing this because I want to document my life. I live a very different life to most other people in this world. I'm a music artist that's also got a job title that you might never have heard of called program producer. I work with over 1,000 young people in developing them into being better music artists, being more confident at their job that they want to get into. And because I do that, and I'm balancing that with my own life as a music artist, I manage a band, I perform, I rap, I produce, I songwrite. I think it's very important that there's representation of somebody like me in this world, because actually there's not many people that can do what I do or choose to do what I do or even know how they can even do what I do. So when I come in this thing here and I step to this mic, it's so that you know and you can come out knowing and finding out what I'm about. And that's why you're going to want to follow me, because you're going to find out about a career you never heard of and hopefully you'll become a fan of it and maybe it will inspire you. Yo.
I got lost.
You got lost. Everyone gets lost, fam.
No, it's something about this area. Everyone looks the same.
I see.
I don't know where to sit.
You can sit right over there.
Okay.
Your bag can go anywhere too far. Except for on the chair. Put it on that chair.
Oh, you can see me.
Yeah, you can see you.
Okay.
No, you sit on that chair, but your bag. Yeah. Cool. We're already live.
Oh, damn.
We're gonna go straight into this live.
Okay.
It's just a natural one anyway. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I see.
Tired.
Is it? So am I.
Running around, you came me panting.
Oh my gosh. Where did you come from? Work?
No, long story short, I took a nap.
Okay.
And then it was a dangerous nap because it was at like 3. And then I woke up and I was like, damn, I need to get here. And I'm from North London, so it takes a while to get here.
You had to do the trek.
Yeah.
Underground. What line was it? Red line? No, Northern line?
No, it was Victoria line, switched to Jubilee.
Okay. So you definitely felt some heat.
Oh my gosh,
In the
it's
tube.
literally like boiling in there.
Yeah.
It's literally boiling in there and it's rush hour. And my train kept stopping in the middle. You know when it stops in the darkness and you're just like, what's going on? Yeah. It was a very slow running train.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm sorry to hear that. The tube isn't the one, fam. The only good line in London is the Elizabeth line. That's the only one. I'll be honest. What? You disagree? Because Elizabeth isn't good?
No, it's just new. It hasn't been tampered with yet. Once it gets tampered with, then we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. But anyway, we've got Rosie. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Rosie. I like anime and I paint sometimes.
Cool. Indeed. You're actually a sick illustrator, actually. I know, or painter. I've seen your work.
It's okay. Like I feel like I see more things to improve on it than others do. So when people are like, "Show me your work," and I'm like, I kind of get shy. So
Shy. Why do you think that is, though?
mm,
Is it because you have the hope to do better?
yeah, and like I know in my head I can see the potential where I can get to, and because I'm not there yet, it's kind of like, oh, this is just not my best work yet. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah.
You're making sense. Okay. That's funny you're talking about this, though, because that's actually the topic of this whole conversation today, which is half why I brought you here.
Okay.
So we can actually get started like that. Actually, I started recording earlier and I paused it knowing you're going to come. And I actually stopped off about to ask you the question. Well, I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to tell you some information first and I'm going to
Okay.
get your response.
Okay.
So, do you know my job, yeah?
Yeah.
I have two jobs.
Yeah.
Cool. In my second job, I do one-to-one sessions with young people that are creative
Yeah.
all the time. And one thing that I always ask them is, what are the biggest challenges that you're facing right now? So I've asked hundreds of people, because I've been doing this for like 3-4 years now. And everyone says the same thing. Can you guess?
I don't know, inspiration, motivation, procrastination, something along those lines.
Okay,
That's what I would guess.
cool. You're not far off. The three things that I've identified so far, there's more, but the three main ones I always hear: confidence in the self,
Right.
confidence in your own ability and like what you want to do. The second one, confidence in your direction. So like how you gonna do what you want to do. So music artists will be like, how can I grow in this career and like turn it into making money, turn it into like what I want it to be, basically like fulfill my dreams. And then the final one is like networking. They struggle with like meeting people, where to go, you know, basically the network. So you, obviously, I messaged you to check in.
Yeah.
I just messaged you, yo, Rosie, how are you? That's what I do anyway. I just be sending voice notes.
Yeah.
And then you let me know that, yeah, art-wise, you actually not been like on it as much as you was.
Yeah.
Just because. And I feel like you fell into one of these categories. What would you say?
Say the confidence in myself, probably. And guess the direction part. Like how am I gonna put what's in my head onto paper? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you turned your art into like a money maker before? And did you ever want to?
You know what? Like, for now, I'm just doing it for fun. Like, some people have bought my work. Like, I'll just be like, painting. I'll be like, guys, look what I made. And then someone will be like, oh, can I have that? And I'm like, oh, sure. Sometimes I don't get why people want to buy my work because I'm just like, it's just a little scribble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, the first time someone bought one of my work, I was genuinely like shocked that they wanted to pay money to buy it because I was just gonna give it to them for free. I was like, yeah, you can have it, and they're like, no, I need to pay you because that's work. And I was like, oh, it felt nice, but I don't want money to be the motivator for my work, if that makes sense. And with art, it's kind of like when the inspiration hits, then I can make something. It's not like something I can like do like a 9 to 5, if that makes sense, like an everyday thing. Like no, it's just when it comes, and when it's gone, type stuff. So yeah, maybe in the future might make stickers or something, or like little posters. But as of now, I'm not really focused on the monetary value of my creativity.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I think a lot. You're not even alone in that. I don't know if you think like you're the only one that thinks that, but I think it's quite normal
Mm.
because like art is so like personal, especially when you start it off. No one. I don't think many people just start off making art because they wanted to turn it into a job.
Yeah.
Like they don't go, yeah, when I grew up, I'm gonna make art as my career straight away. They just be drawing
Yeah.
because they love it, and because you love it so much, like it's just part of your lifestyle. And so what ends up happening is your lifestyle, all your traits about your lifestyle, like your confidence, the way you like talk about yourself, the things that you do, a lot of it is tied to like your hobbies, your, you know what I'm saying, those type of actions, rather than like, okay, like if it was like an academic job,
Yeah.
like legal work, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd actually like go study, and it wouldn't even matter how good you feel about in yourself. It wouldn't matter like your normal habits, because you know to be a lawyer, you've just got to go to school, you've got to study, you already know what you have to do to make money, and that's all it really is.
Yeah.
But art, you actually want to usually maintain like your normal lifestyle with it somehow.
Yeah.
And it can be good, and it can also hold you back, because like you just said, like someone could ask to pay you for something, and like you might not be in the space mentally, you're thinking like that's where you're at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, why do you want to pay me, fam? Just take it for free, fam. Like this, it's just my lifestyle, like
Yeah, it's just like a little part of you that you can have in your house.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And also pricing my stuff is very strange because I see what other people price their own things, but then the other artists that I follow or like look for inspiration, they're like way better than I am. So then I don't feel like I should price my own stuff the same way they price their stuff. So in my head, I'm like, oh, once I'm that good, then I can start doing big boy pricing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's more like a here's a little DIY project I made. You can have, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense, honestly. One thing that I clocked when people say this, is like there is a time where you've just got to choose to become the duty. If you're not in that time, it's fine for you, but you just got to choose to become that thing that you want to be,
Yeah.
rather than like thinking that actually like it's gonna naturally become that way. Even the people that say that it just naturally happens, usually what ends up happening is they're just living their life, and then they just end up given a choice. An opportunity will come, and they'll be told, "Yo, do you want to do this thing? It will make you money, or you want to do this thing? It will make you. It will turn you into like a person that has like a journey to go on with their career." So then they just choose, you know what, I'm gonna take a plunge and just do this thing.
Right.
But whether you have that moment where someone puts you in the position of doing it immediately, or you just decide to do stuff, you basically have you have to make the choice. Basically, I've realized, and a lot of people, the things that hold them back from making that choice, or like cloud them from making that choice, is basically the self confidence thing, which is a personal thing. The direction one, like not having like a mentor, or not even like you don't even need a mentor to know, but like a physical mentor. It could be like going on like an internet, like YouTube tutorials, blogs, figuring out exactly what you need to do, reading books, or just knowing someone that can give you like a pathway into your industry. And then the networking bit, of course, like going out. If you're an introvert, fam,
Yeah.
are you an introvert?
Tough. Yeah. It's
Bro,
tough for introverts out here because I don't really want to be going outside talking
yeah,
to people
it's long,
because
fam.
you never know what they're thinking. And I don't know. There's just this air about other people that makes me nervous sometimes when I'm meeting them for the first time, especially because you never know what makes them tick, what triggers them, like what they're thinking in their head, their preconceived ideas of you, and things like that. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, did I satisfy their preconceived ideas of me? Did I exceed the expectations? Did I underwhelm them? Did I overwhelm them? All these things I'm thinking about. Yeah, just like I'd rather be at home. Just rather be at home sometimes. It's a bit overwhelming.
I hear it still. Honestly, as an introvert, I relate. Do you know I'm an introvert? Do I give introvert
You
vibes?
don't give introvert vibes to me.
Really?
personally. No.
I can't lie. For 20, the majority of my life, I've been the introvert guy
Right.
for sure. So, and I think the only reason why you're saying this now is because maybe because I did the thing, which is like have the choice
Yeah.
of going in music mode. Because to be honest, fam, like if I'm not doing music, I'm just in chill mode.
Right.
And even before a show, obviously you came to see me at Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Like the me version on stage is like a quick switch.
Right.
Like, but as soon as I step on, is when I just activate this mode.
Right.
But before that, man could be like just hella nervous, just trying to chill in silence. I got a whole band of 11 people sometimes,
Yeah.
and like they'll be in the circle chatting, and I'll just be sitting on the floor doing some meditation, trying to get my anxiety off.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So like, I definitely relate, and I think like it is hard for introverts, but I think the good thing about it that I've learned so far is that actually like once you begin the process of like coming out of that zone and like testing out what it can be, what your personality is like when you're just outside, you'll just find that like you've basically just got a superpower, fam. Because you just transform into somebody that's like knows what they're doing. Because you spend some time knowing yourself
Yeah.
and like observing people that when you actually have to like get work done, you're just super productive and you just make sure it's done. Because extroverts, sometimes they just talk a lot.
Yeah.
They
just
just
be
talk.
talking.
They don't just be talking,
yapping.
fam. Sorry if you're an extrovert, fam, but sometimes they just be like,
Shout out to extroverts out there, but
they just be chatting, fam. Like they'll be hosting, yeah, and like let's say they're hosting like an event, fam. Sometimes their duty will be like you just need to talk for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
introduce your artist or whatever you're gonna introduce the show, and then you just jump off. Some of the extroverts, fam, they'll be engaging in irrelevant conversations, giving out all their personal business. It's a bit long.
yeah, but then that's like interesting too because they reveal things about themselves without knowing. But us introverts, we catch it. We're like, oh, so you're like this. Oh, so you're like this, and it's just like, it's just little golden nuggets of information that I store. Like for next time, and then they'll be like, "How do you know that?" And I'll be like, "Remember that time when you were talking? Yeah, I was listening." You know?
But it's the how do you know that? Because more time they don't even want to be telling you that information.
Yeah.
They just vomited it out sometimes,
Sometimes.
not all the time. But yeah, that's why I think it's like quite powerful because you can actually control what you're gonna say
Yeah.
and like yeah, because you know what your piece is, which is like that lifestyle where you can just have your time to yourself. So when it comes to like making work happen, you can really focus on like how do you like balance it. Makes sense. If that makes sense.
Making sense.
So yeah, fam. But to be fair, that's what I wanted to say. I might jump on these topics later in another talk. But yeah, those are like the three biggest things, and it seems you might relate to a few of them. So yeah, with that said, on my notes so far. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I like this podcast. Most of it's for me,
Okay.
but I'm gonna include. You can just jump in as well
Okay.
at random times. You can ask me questions as well.
Right.
Because the whole point of this is basically, I've wanted to basically document a career journey for a long time. I've been doing that for a while, even before this year. So like, I used to just whip out the camera, like my not small, like a DS. You know what a DSLR is?
Yeah.
I used to just whip it out when I was at university and just do vlogs, fam, just
Right.
about like what I was doing. So
Yeah.
at that time, I was like a videographer. So I would film artists like what's his name, Koji Radical, Shay Lingo, like all of these like rappers that I used to listen to from the UK. I could just go to their shows, and then I'll just vlog it
Right.
so that people can see like, oh, okay, this is what like some cool stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
But I fell off. I stopped using cameras like that because I got tired. Actually, that's a lie. I lost all my equipment.
Oh, I saw that.
Did I tell you that?
No, there was something on your story that said something about you leaving
Oh.
something on the train. Or is that something different?
But I'm not gonna lie, I've
Okay,
been losing
okay,
equipment.
okay,
Equipment
okay.
gets lost in my life. I'll be
Right,
honest. Yeah.
right.
That's last week. I lost my beat. What do you call it? It's this thing called the KO2. It's like
Yeah.
a sample pad.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you just
yeah.
drum on it. I lost that. That hurt. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh,
I forgot.
Soz.
But, but back then,
My bad.
in 2019, I was on some next trajectory, fam. Because I was doing this, and then I was about to get a job where I would basically be a videographer for A-list celebrities.
Right.
So my first gig, I was filming for Little Pump. Do you remember him? This guy with purple hair.
No, wait.
Do you remember? He had something with Kanye West.
I think I remember him. But I'm very bad with names, though, so I might be remembering the wrong person.
I'll be honest.
I'm very good with faces.
This is the guy.
Oh. Yes, I do know
You
this
do
guy.
know.
I do know this guy.
He must have come to my uni in Nottingham.
Why? That's so random.
But he didn't come to the uni. He came to the city.
Oh, right.
for his tour.
Okay. That's a
And-
random city to tour in, though.
Yeah, I don't know what his tour dates was, but yeah, he just came around,
Okay.
found out, and then I was just invited. Yo, do you want to be the videographer for the show? And then I wasn't sure to do it, to be honest, because
Yeah.
at this time the purpose of my camera was actually just to transform me into a music artist.
Right.
I bought the camera so I could make myself music videos if I wanted to, and I bought the camera so I could document stuff, and so I could. I love YouTube. For some people, I just want to be a YouTuber like so badly, but I just never like go all the way there because I actually want to do music as well.
Yeah.
So my main mission was mainly just to have a camera that would help me like do that. So when people are like asking me to like take the paid work like you were talking about earlier, I wasn't sure, fam. Cause I was just thinking, what? Why do you want me to do this, fam? I don't even know if this is my journey in life that I want to take.
Yeah.
But I just took it. I got advice from this guy. His name was Bradley. Sorry. Really safe guy. He gave me advice and he was just like, yo, you should just do it because you're young anyway. And what's it gonna cost you? In fact, it's gonna gain you like you're gonna pay with your time to be there, but you're gonna gain like experience because you're gonna see all of these things happen.
Yeah.
You might get to travel to America, which was on the table, like all of this stuff, fam. And it was looking mad real. Like I was hearing like leaks. I was hearing like Nicki Minaj songs before they were out, fam, just to prove to me that it was real. So when I came to this particular event, I had my camera. I left all of my equipment in like the underground, like under the stage basically. There's like a little walkway
yeah.
where all the artists just hang out.
Yeah.
So I left my equipment somewhere like around there. Not my camera, but like something small, like my batteries
Yeah. Ooh.
and my light or something like that. Just things that were like be that just left to charge and I might pick them up later. I left them and I'm doing my job now. And I'm on stage with my camera, filming the artists. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like thousands of people, yeah, and I'm just some random done on the stage. And I just
On your
have
Zoom.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm vibing. It's like this is sick, you know?
Yeah.
But then Little Pump jumps on the stage. He's performing.
Right.
As he's filming, I'm conscious of the fact that I don't own my footage. Like the footage isn't my footage. It's
Yeah.
for the client, innit?
Yeah.
So what I do is I'm holding my phone in my hand
Yeah.
to film the show, just to show I was there for my own vlog.
Yeah.
Then I've got my camera in the other hand.
Yeah.
And as I'm filming, I've got this shot of Little Pump like on like the banister of the stage. You know how at the front like there's the barrier between the crowd.
Yeah.
He's there doing his thing. He's topless. He's going in.
Yeah.
He's just rapping.
Yeah.
I get a shot of him like looking back, shook. He's like, "Whoa, what's that?" Someone dashed a smoke grenade onto the stage.
Why? That's so random.
Someone dashed a grenade, fam. Obviously not fire, but it was like poison gas or whatever.
Poison gas.
I'm guessing, yeah, it was tear gas. Tear gas,
Yeah,
I think is the
that's
answer.
That's actually insane.
Obviously out at the front. So when I'm hearing all the screaming, Little Pump runs. So everyone realizes they all got to run in it. So obviously I get my escape route. So I actually get to leave quite early.
Yeah.
But I still got inflicted with the gas.
Right.
And obviously I had the least of it probably. Because when I stepped out, it felt like I was in a game, fam.
Right.
Like I'm seeing like cars stopping on the roadside because there's all these young like teenagers from uni just like on the roads. People standing on cars like rioting. There's girls like vomiting.
Oh gosh.
But it was a sight.
Oh gosh.
And like I'm thinking like this is it for me. Like my guy that hired me, he was next to me. I'm like coughing like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I was shook, fam. I didn't know. I was on the floor like I don't know if I'm gonna survive, bro. And I was like, let me text my girl, let her know. Maybe she can correct me. That's what I was on my mind, innit?
Gotta let the missus know.
And after I got home, well, I got to her house, shall I say. I'm sleeping there. I was calm. It was calm for me, actually, in the end. I just went to bed early. But when I got there, I woke up and I realised, wait, my my video equipment is still downstairs in the venue.
Right.
So obviously I thought, it's calm. I'm just going to go there,
And just get it back.
Just get it lost and found. Maybe it will even be in the same place I left it because it got evacuated.
Yeah.
Because the people that came, what were they called? The, like environmental protection people.
Yeah.
They had to clear the gas out. I went there. I spoke to the receptionist, and they said, "Oh, we gave your equipment to the other videographer. This videographer's an American guy. This is like I think it was like Drake's one.
Right.
They gave all my equipment to this done, and they're already on the bus doing the next tour stop.
America.
Probably either America or the next city.
Oh, that's
So
rough.
I just said, you know what? Cool. I went home. And as I went home, I realized I didn't actually want to do this job. I just want to make music. Because actually, like, for some reason, I just didn't care that I lost that equipment somehow.
Right.
It was just like, oh, okay, cool. It felt numb, fam.
Yeah.
The video you saw me on TikTok, I was genuinely sad. I was like, I was driving, I was getting gas. Like it was like a good hobby
Yeah.
to get into. It actually was meaningful. But this thing,
Yeah.
it was just like, okay. So that's how I started like even making music properly. 'Cause I just decided from then that actually, you know what, this actually is important. Like I'm actually just doing stuff. I'm not just wasting my time distracting
It's a
myself.
crazy origin story right there. Very
Yeah, it's really mad. So that's why did I even say all that to you? Where was I with this again?
You were talking about how you flipped the switch to just begin your journey into
Cool.
like doing what you're doing now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's a switch, and that's an instant one, where it almost like I had to have a choice, basically.
Right.
So yeah.
I don't think my switch would be as dramatic as that. But
Yeah.
when it comes, I think I'll know. I
Yeah.
think I'll know.
You might do. And if you don't, you remember this conversation now anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool. One other thing. So for this session with me and you, I'm gonna talk to you off camera as well, but some other stuff to do with the other things you were talking about. 'Cause I did say that to you, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that. It's not on this because why? I don't want to put
private
that. That's
stuff.
you. That's you. But
Personal stuff.
other things, I want to let my people know information. I'm itching to release music right now, and I got one thing I'm doing right now is I'm doing recent news.
Okay.
So every month I come in here and I just do the news of the month, hopefully,
Okay.
of what happened previously. So I'm gonna let them know. We have to have an applause because actually we just hit 1 million streams
Yes.
on one of my songs. Oh, you know?
Yes.
You saw?
I saw. I was like, damn, 1 million. Because when you think about it, like, if you could conceptualize 1 million people in one room, is crazy. It's mad. Because I don't think I've ever seen 1 million people in a single room, you know?
Neither have I.
Like, maybe thousands upon thousands. Like, when you go to the O2 Arena, that's not even 1 million. Do you get?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's a lot, man.
It's crazy.
It is a lot.
Yeah. 1 million streams on Morning. Yeah. This is a song that I don't even perform live. I think I performed this song once or twice. And I don't know why. Because the way this song happens is like, I didn't even want it out at first. I didn't even like the song.
Why?
Because I had
Why do
another
artists
song.
do that? They were like, their least liked song is the most popular one. Like,
I know. I didn't like it. I like it now. But at the time it was made, I was on other things.
Right.
I had another song that I was trying to release with the same artist. Just the girl called, the singer on it is called Devin.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I thought it was the coldest tune that I made with her. I thought it was so sick. It's called Pressure. And it was dropping the week before or the week after Morning.
Right.
And that was like my main priority. This tune.
Yeah.
I'm performing it everywhere. Like, I'm proper going in with it.
Yeah.
And then my producer friend Mensing, obviously, me and this guy were always cool. So we'd always like make collaborative projects together. He lives in Germany. So for his like project, he had like an album he was making for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he just wanted me to jump in. And so I just thought like, I'm just gonna let me slide you a couple of lyrics. I'll get Devin on it. I think I sang the chorus at first and I got Devin to sing it for me
Yeah.
because she could sing better.
Yeah.
So I just quickly slapped this tune together. Obviously, it was meaningful. Like it was true to life, but I was in a state of being able to write quickly and productively. So obviously when I sent him the files, I was like, yeah, take that, fam. I'm happy with it. Do what you want with it. I'll see you later. I got my tune Pressure though. So obviously I'm gonna leave you to pattern this your tune with me in the morning. You can release that.
Yeah.
Do what you have to do with it. But me, I actually have to focus on this one.
Yeah.
Because this is my baby right now.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing this thing. Pressure did okay. But morning. It's getting added to all of the playlists that are special. It's getting all of the attention. Honestly, this song makes me money more money than I ever had every single month. There's one tune. And it's like, wow. I had to look at him. Well, I haven't even seen him in real life yet. 4 years later. But I have to like message him every night and just be like, thank you.
Shout out to him, man.
Thank you, Minsing. This was really good. So I'm happy the song came out. I'm happy people like it as well. But that's one piece of news. 1 million streams. Hopefully there'll be more. Other things, I did a speech at Google last month, which was cool. Public speaking. I love AI for some reason in people's heads. I was on Sky News last year.
Sky News.
Did you know
That's
that?
crazy. I did not
I don't
know
think you were
that.
following. I think just after you met me,
Yeah.
before you met me, that's when this stuff was happening.
Oh.
So the stickers I gave you for cinnamon buns,
Yeah.
I was in the middle of making a song, I think, and I got approached by people that wanted me to do an interview on Sky News.
Okay.
And so the topic was AI and how it's affecting young people and music. So I just jumped on the news and I was talking about it and I showed them the Cinnamon Buns tune. I said, watch how I can finish the song using AI, for example. And then that's what happens. But ever since then, I just be getting random emails all the time. Like, yo, we found you on this interview you did. Do you want to come on our channel and talk about AI for me and technology? So this happens quite a lot. I've had a few like publications like the Australian BBC and like a couple magazines like something called Wired. But recently, I basically got approached to jump in to the Google office in King's Cross and basically do a panel about like how young people can like use AI and their creativity in the future. So I was there. There was a there's a businesswoman that's running Google on their like technology thing.
Okay.
This guy that he runs everything to do with technology for the mayor of London.
Okay.
And then
Important people.
another guy, the other guy, I just forgot, I'm sorry. He was very important. He
Shout out to
he
the
was
other guy.
cold. He was performing, it was sick. Just forgot his name.
Shout out to him.
But man was there, did that speech, cold. So that's another thing that happened. So I definitely want to do more public speaking. Do you want to do public speaking?
Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no. Unless I'm forced to, unless there's a gun behind my head telling me to speak to these people, then I will. But yeah, I can talk, but in front of a crowd, it's just, I don't know, it's like, it's almost daunting, and I don't know how to have that connection with a whole crowd in comparison to just 1-2 people, you know? Because it just kind of feels like I'm just yapping or I'm just some lecturer, and I don't want to make them feel that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hell no.
I think you'd be cold at public speaking, you know. Once you turn the switch on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if I have like a whole alter ego, be like, oh yeah, this is public speaking, Rosie, you know?
What would you talk about if you had to?
I don't know, something to do with psychology maybe, because I'm into that, or mental health, or art, anything in general, to be honest, like anything that stirs the soul, if that makes sense.
Cheers.
Something interesting,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Get ready for the invitation to do special announcements for me.
Maybe.
Okay. So, and then the last two things in the news of the month. Did some teaching as well for the first time,
Okay.
which was interesting. There's a company called UK Music. So you can tell what it is, their music for the UK.
Music, yeah.
But they basically do like work with schools and stuff and make young people events for like learning about music basically.
How young though? Like, what's the age range?
This group was like, I'm guessing they were like 13 to 17.
Right.
So teenagers.
And how did that make you feel though while you were teaching them?
Honestly, like, so I'm teaching them about how to make an event. How to make an event. And like, I think, how does it make me feel? In this case, natural in some ways, but also unnatural because I don't even feel that different to them. Like, I feel like once you hit once you're in your 20s,
Yeah.
there's a transition that comes in your life where you don't know how old you are anymore,
Yeah.
basically. So you still relate to young people that are super young. Well, not too young, but that teenagers. You still relate to them. You might even say the same type of slang as them. But then you're also like an adult, clearly. Especially for me, because I'm married
Yeah.
and like I'm actually like I have a type of vocation that makes me look more official.
Yeah.
Then I'm more mentally I've been forced to to accept that maybe I'm older in
Unk
some ways.
status. Unk status, as they say.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Like
Uncle.
I reached unk status already. Apparently, as soon as I turned 22, I'm unk.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I told my little brother how old I was because he forgot, and he was like, "I can't even count that with my fingers." And I was like, "Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's catching up to you, man. I'm
see.
officially an uncle."
Your uncle.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm an uncle. You know, I said that to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Someone had to. Someone had to. Someone
Wow.
had to.
Honestly, I still feel like I'm 15 as well sometimes. 16.
Yeah, that's what unks say. That's what they say.
I still relate to my people, you know? Like, no, stop. Listen, it's not like that. No, come on, man.
No, because once you start naming like childhood shows, we're gonna be like, "What? What is that?" You know, like no one's gonna know what you're talking about. But it's cool though. We realize that you're not old, but you're like trusted adult old. You know, like I don't think I'm a trusted adult. Don't tell me something that a trusted adult should do. Like no, that's not me. But But yeah, it comes to a stage in life where people view you as a trusted adult, be like, "Oh, I'm going through something, help me," you know?
Cool. No, I accept. I am a trusted adult. I am, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it is awkward, yeah, because like I have interns in it. I have assistants. I have 3 of them. One is 17. The other 2 are like 2 years younger than me or so.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure, if I had to guess. But I actually have to treat them as young people because of my job. I have to call them young people. I have to call people that are like a month, 2 months. Anyone that enters my workplace, I actually have to refer to them as a young person. And like I actually have to treat them not as like a baby, but I have to treat them as their legal identification, basically. And so basically it's very weird. It's very awkward because there's
Yeah.
times where they might be struggling or like they might tell me something and I'll be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can help you with that. I have to actually put myself in a place where I'm older than them mentally, just so to protect them as well, because I have knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case, though, because they were like young, it definitely put me out of my depth. The way I knew that I was chatting to young people and they didn't see me as a young person anymore,
Right.
was when I finished teaching
Yeah.
and they went into breakout rooms in it because they're online. We put them into breakout rooms to do a task. And then all of the like staff people were gonna go into one breakout room each and like just like monitor the group and like help them out. I thought it'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna be super cool. I jumped in their breakout room. Everyone was just silent. No one was talking. No one was typing. I was like, yeah, guys, you good? Let's like get this work done. We're gonna be the best group. You're my squad, working season. I was getting them engaged, fam, and they were not responding. And then I was like, at you, like, I'm gonna be back shortly. I'm gonna go, just check on the other group, and then I'm gonna come back. But I left for like 2 minutes. When I came back, I'm hearing, yeah, so let's get this work done, guys. Everyone's giggling, laughing. Everyone unmuted, fam, as soon as I left. And that's how I knew. They thought I was just some adult, fam, just there to monitor them.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Obviously, after that, we were all safe. We actually all enjoyed it, and I think like I broke the ice with them because there is a video. I think I posted it of them just us like just vibing and like just bonding and that. It was actually really cool. But yeah, man was definitely an adult that day. But I'll take it and I'll keep doing that. I'll happily teach again if I have to. So yeah, man. And that's it, Rosie. The only other thing left, honestly, just like you, man's just been struggling as well creatively. I'm not gonna lie to you. As despite all of the interesting stuff, like their streams, that's like an old song. So the streams has been happening without me even need to do anything. And And then the other two things is like talking business. It's not even music. Because musically, I've been making music and I had music set up. I released like an acoustic jazz rap album. I don't think anyone's doing that. I don't think anyone has like a song, like like songs where it's just them on like a piano or like a guitar or something that often. At least unless it's like a singer.
Right.
So I thought I'll do that so people can just like experience that one day, even if it's tomorrow. But then I wasn't well this month.
Oh,
I was ill, fam. Like physically,
no.
like my leg was hurting.
Oh gosh.
Was getting dizzinesses every now and then. So I just had to be like, you know what, these songs are gonna have to come out. I'm not gonna be able to talk about them like that. So that's like the only other thing that happened this month is that a bunch of songs came out. And not many people probably heard it yet, but hopefully, like now that they're out, people can just go back in time and just see that. But yeah, man, that's been my month so far.
That's cool. I'm glad you're no longer sick.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Don't worry, there's nothing in this room that's crazy.
I mean, if I get sick, I know who to call.
That's
I know
true.
who to blame.
That's true. No, honestly, and to be fair, this is my leg now. I can't sit on flipping hard chairs, fam. And I feel like that makes me sound bare odd.
It does, yeah,
What?
it does.
Or literally,
It
yeah.
does. But to be fair, I got like an injury myself, a knee injury. So back in the day when I used to be an athlete,
I see.
yeah, I think I got like tendonitis and
Hey.
shin splints. Yeah, it's
See.
long. It's long.
Crazy. So you retired then?
Yeah, I'm
to retire
officially
that.
retired before my journey even started. It's crazy
See.
because I was going hard, thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing, and then just before my debut sprint, injury.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's coming up next month? I'm gonna tell you guys right now before I wrap up with giving you man their tea. I'm calling it what's their tea. My friend was helping me make music ideas, and she was like, "Oh, we should give you a tinkle. What's their tea?" What do you think of that name? Honestly,
I think that's cool. I think that's cool. What's the tea?
cool. So yeah, I'm gonna give you man their tea. I wish I had a cup in my hand, but obviously I am the cup, I guess, because that's my name as well. Last things I'm gonna be doing this month: songwriting. I've managed to book studio. Obviously now, officially, I'm a member of 2 studio spaces that I can access, or 3.
Ooh.
I've been accepted into a special squad called UD Elevate, I believe it's called. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong, the official name I mean. But because of that, I'm basically able to access the studio space whenever I want upon request for free. So man doesn't even need to pay for studio for like 12 months. I have the space to like make whatever music I want to make, do whatever work I want to do in the space, and bring people. So I'm opening myself up now to actually allow people to make music with me and request to link up with me in the studio. So basically, if you're a singer, a producer, or a rapper, you can message me on my emails and request to team up, and then more information can get sent there. Um, secondly, the theme of the month, confidence. Just as I spoke with Rosie just now, I don't know why confidence is the main theme, like naturally, because actually I've got an album that I made like last year called Confidence because I was really struggling with confidence in music at that time. And I wanted to make a project where I can actually like use it to make music that I really wanted to make that would make me feel super confident. And so after a long journey, I can finally start releasing that music from hopefully next month, or should I just say this summer. So that's gonna be good. And it's gonna have myself and also my bass player, Chevelle Fraser Rose, as well, who is a really good bass player and singer. And then finally, the last 2 things is you can make sure that one, you're listening to the backlog of music because I've released, I'm probably on my 70th song out now, or 90th maybe. And obviously I've released a whole album of acoustic bangers. So you can listen to those on my Spotify or Apple Music, as well as, yeah, you can just enjoy that. I think that's basically it, to be honest. So yeah, if you're here, it's because you're a VIP-ters. That's what I'm calling people right now.
VIP is nice.
Like that. I thought it was the coldest name on earth when I came up with it. But yeah, it's basically anybody that right now is anybody that chooses to subscribe to my newsletter. If you do that, then you're a VIP is level 1 because you're very important to me right now. You get the special treatment if you're on a newsletter team. Right. It means that if you're there, you might get the invite to come to the studio. You might get the invite to come to the show early before everyone else. Or if I'm going to do something interesting, I might just go there first before anywhere else.
Right.
So if you have the VIP status, then you're pretty solid. There's gonna be right now it's a free thing, but there's gonna be a time where there'll be the next level of the VIP squads, and then you know what I'm saying. So the best thing people can do right now is get involved while it's free, because that's where I'm putting all my attention.
Sign up now, guys.
Do you get me? People can do that. They can sign up now. But yeah, man, that's the tea so far. Thank you for your time. Any last words? Anything you really want people to know right now?
If you're struggling with self-confidence, then just know that you're not alone in that. And there'll be a time in the future where you'll think back to the time where you weren't self-confident. You'll be like, rah, I used to be like that, but now I'm confident.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I like that. God, thank you.